I hope I remembered all the things that I needed to do. Hello! I think we're live. I think we're live now. Oh, I had to reach for my controller. It was on the floor. It was on the floor. Oof. Oof, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm going to... My hands are cold. I'm going to put some gloves on. My white gloves that are slowly... These gloves are ancient. They're dirty. I need to wash them. They're gross. Gross and disgusting. My gosh. Right, gamers, no ignoring testing. Yeah, I did a text chat. I've been messing around with, as you might be able to tell on screen if I've done it correctly, I've been messing around with trying to get chat to show up on screen. So I think, which hopefully isn't a bad thing. Hopefully people don't like start spamming swear words or something. I don't know if my spam filter is properly set up yet or not. I'm slowly trying to make, I say slowly, this is the fastest I've ever evolved anything ever, but I'm trying to evolve the quality of the stream as fast as I possibly can, adding little bits and bobs here and there, so hopefully that's pretty exciting. So I've got a chat in the like bottom left-ish of the screen, I think, that should like show up when people chat. Hopefully that works pretty well. Is mine? I think the video is showing black bars on the left and right, but not the top and bottom. That's really interesting. That's not a deal breaker. Oh, this game's probably in a slightly different resolution than Crash? Does that make sense? It's not a big deal. I guess I'll just run with that for now. Oh my, you say? Oh my. I know, right? And hopefully you can read it. It's not too blurry, is it? Hopefully the chat's actually readable if the words are big enough. I think they are. It looks like it on my screen, but my screen is a slightly better resolution than the stream actually will be, which is slightly awkward. Slightly awkward. Entering demo mode. Demo is short for demonstration, demonstrating all the magnificent capabilities that is Spyro. I think I'm gonna hit start. I actually don't know if I have space on this memory card or not. I hope so. If not, oh, it looks like there's actually data on here. There's actually one here already with 32 dragons on it. We're actually gonna start a new game now. So we'll just do the third one, I guess, so that like I don't forget. I don't know why that makes more sense than doing the second one, but it makes sense in my brain. And that's what's important, right?
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Simple! He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. Ugly? That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
Looks like I've got some things to do, Spyro says. Spyro's so spunky. Spunky and sassy. I remember the first time I realized that they changed the voice actor for Spyro between the first game and then the second game. They changed the voice actor. I think it's between 1 and 2. 2 and 3 I think have the same voice actor. They changed the voice actor. I remember the first time I realized that, because I didn't initially pick up on it. I played Spyro 1 as a kid, you know, some time passed before the second one came out. The second one came out, played the third one. Fast forward a couple years, I went back and played the first Spyro. I'm like, wait a minute. Something's a little off, because obviously I'd played 2 and 3, and then I went to 2, and I went to 1, and I'm like, it's a different voice actor, and that blew my gosh darn mind. I'm gonna buy one of your shirts as well. Oh, well, thank you, Kyle. What's on my store? I think I've got the Hello Friends shirt, which I'm sporting right now. I'm sporting the pink version. I think the blue one is the one on the store, but you can change the color to whatever is available. And then there's like Drop the Box, which is a reference to something that hasn't happened yet. There's also the MagicManMo Club 500 shirt in celebration of reaching 500 subscribers this year. I made a little Club 500 shirt. It's limited edition, by the way. I didn't promote it as much as I should, but the MagicManMo Club 500 shirt will only be available until the end of the year, and then I'm taking it down. We'll probably have a 1,000 club whenever we hit 1,000, whether that's next year or 10 years from now. Who knows? So basically, what the game wants me to do, it starts me facing the dragon. The first thing the game wants me to actually do is walk forward and step on it, and this is sort of like the beginning of the game.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
And then that sets up the entire premise of the game. The game is going to be me trying to rescue those dragons from their crystalline shells. We're going to save game. We can choose to replay the dragon's little scene if we are so inclined. I'm not so inclined. Also, let me know, guys, in the comments if the audio sounds okay. I'm basically using the same settings as I had when I was playing Crash yesterday, so I think it's alright, but please let me know if the game audio is too quiet or loud, or if I'm too quiet or loud.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
I'm not sure how much all of you are familiar with Spyro the Dragon, but whenever it plays like a cutscene or a dragon, I'm probably gonna just shut up and listen to it in case you guys are interested in hearing it. I don't know if there's a subtitles option. I don't think that was really a thing back in the days of PlayStation 1 subtitles. For some reason, I don't really remember them being a common feature or option. I forget what's over here. I think a chest or something appears over here eventually. I'm avoiding the water because the water will actually kill us. We cannot swim in Spyro the Dragon 1, although we can learn to in the second game, Ripto's Rage. You don't immediately know how to, but you do learn how to. So I've got a couple attacks for those of you that aren't familiar. There's the charge attack, which is what I'm doing now. There's also a flame attack. Charging's better for certain enemies. Flames are better for certain enemies. It kind of varies. I'm actually, you can't tell, but I'm trying to decide whether I'd rather use the stick or the D-pad. I'm actually going to play this with the D-pad, I think. I prefer it that way. This game came out late enough that the analog stick was available for the PlayStation 1, so Spyro actually supports analog stick, because the original run, I think we mentioned this in one of the Crash episodes, the original PlayStation did not support analog stick. It was just the D-pad. That was all there was, and then the sticks came out. Sun's out, sticks out, you know what I'm saying? Oh. And we're gonna try. So Spyro is one of the games that I'm gonna actually try to complete as best I can. If that becomes too tedious, I'll probably give up, but you'll know when it's getting too tedious. But I will try to get all the dragons, all the coins, all the stuff. It's one of the games that's not terribly hard to do.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide, and don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Oh, that. I wouldn't want to fall into glaciers and such. I'm also probably gonna completely save scum a lot, because I get anxious if I pass by one of those things and not save. It's just something I feel like you're supposed to do. You're supposed to save. That's what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go burn these flowers because I can. That was one of those really nice touches in this game. For some reason, it seemed like it was really cool. Those little bits of flowers you could actually flame and burn. And I remember being as a kid, it's like, oh my gosh, look, I can burn the flowers. That's so cool. And now that's like not that impressive. It's funny how far games have come. Really. Are there any gems I've missed over here? I don't want to miss any of the gems. No, okay, excellent, most excellent. Okay. We're gonna probably go into this portal. This is probably gonna be our first portal. Town Square, that's a good one to start on. Why not? I'm actually gonna grab, before I go into there though, I'm gonna grab these chests. Gosh, I'm gonna have to get used to these controllers, these controls a little bit. I'm used to playing Crash, and it plays a little bit differently. That's all right. I'll pick it up pretty quick. I've only played Spyro half a billion times. Once we get to the later stages, I probably won't remember quite everything that I feel like I should remember, but should be okay. Because there's some stages I definitely played more than others. The earlier stages I definitely remember more because I started way more games of Spyro than I actually finished. Although Spyro is definitely a game I've actually finished before, so that's good news as compared to Crash Bandicoot, which I had not done before. Alright, Town Square is a good one. It's one of my favorite levels because it has chickens! I love chickens. Now, Sparks, in the next games, will actually eat butterflies to gain lives for you. But in the first game, Sparks will only eat butterflies. Yeah, if I kill a chicken, I get a butterfly. Sparks will only eat a butterfly in this game if he's been wounded. Sparks is like our health. If he's gold, we're golden. If he's golden, we're golden. We got maximum health. If he's blue, he's taking a hit. If he's green, he's taking 2 hits. When he disappears, if we get hit again, we die.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
This is one of the tutorials, so they use the dragons a lot as a sort of tutorial device, especially early on, to explain to you how things work. Oh, I jumped a little late there, that's my bad. But he basically explains to you like how to use the camera with L2 and R2. I cannot imagine playing this game and not knowing that by now. Like, as soon as you start the game and pick up the controller, it's like if you don't figure out how to use the camera, you're gonna be in for a hard time. You're gonna be in for it. Because this is a really difficult game to play if you aren't using the camera correctly. If you charge these bulls, they land on their horns. If you flame them, you actually can defeat them, but that doesn't actually give you anything. So usually I just leave them, I just kind of leave them hanging. I feel like it's more of a, I don't know, it's nicer than straight up slaughtering them. It just feels nicer. All right, how do I get to, oh, that's right. I gotta get up there and then I gotta fly over there. The camera controls are special in Spyro 1. And Spyro 1's not the only one to have done this at the time, but because Spyro was trying to be compatible with both the controllers that came out without the analog sticks as well as the controllers with them, it doesn't tie the camera to the right analog stick. It actually uses L2 and R2, which is really weird.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
In particular, it's especially weird considering being used to using the sticks for movement and camera control. I don't remember if the fairies ever get a name. I don't remember. Eventually, like in 2 and 3, if you just walk across that platform without stopping, it'll actually still give you a checkpoint, which is kind of nice, but you kind of have to do everything manually in the first one. Honestly, of the first, second, and third games, the third one's probably the best. Really, of the original trilogy, they just continue to get better and better. The first one's obviously still really good, but they just take everything they did well and just keep making it better and better throughout the entire trilogy, which I just remember believing that was really impressive. That was just a really impressive feat, accomplishment. Bet you didn't know about that. Bet you didn't know about that little secret path, huh? All right, I'm gonna get that egg guy. Oh, oops, I didn't. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. This is a nice alternative to finals. It certainly is. Video games are always a better alternative to finals, right? So what they're dropping now are these little crystal balls. In case you're not familiar, if I collect enough of them, I get a life. I will try not to die too much. I can't believe I've already died on Town Square, but just chalk that one up to me warming up. Just chalk that up to a mistake. It was just a mistake. It was just a goofy little mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Don't worry, I know I missed a gem. I'll get it. There we go. They're not too hard. There's a couple later on in the game where the sort of path you have to chase them in is a lot more difficult, so they become more difficult. But that one's pretty easy. They just run away from you. You try to collect all the eggs. actually the entire plot of the third game is egg collecting. They all get stolen again, and you have to go and rescue the dragon eggs, and then they hatch and they're cute and it's amazing. We'll definitely play that eventually. We'll probably play all 3 Spyros on stream if these go over well and if you guys are interested in watching them. If not, if you guys decide that you hate this game, then we'll stop, but I don't think you'll hate it because Spyro is pretty amazing. It's a classic. It is definitely a better alternative to that fucking Rugrats game we streamed yesterday. I was just going over that. I'm like, wow, what a terrible game. Anyway, you've got your gems and you've got your duds. You've got your duds and you've got your studs. You've got your... I don't know, I'm running out of metaphors here. I'm running out of metaphors, guys. Just make it up with me. And boom. 10 coins. I think there's a purple. I think the highest valued one is the purple, and it's worth 25, I think. I don't think I'm making that up, purple or pinkish colored. And then Skylanders killed Spyro, right?
Thank you for releasing me.
Like, I don't honestly know who owns the rights to Spyro anymore. I really don't, but I do feel like Skylanders probably paid for Spyro just so that they could have a flagship mascot that was recognizable. My guess is because they didn't know if Skylanders would be popular or not. And they wanted a familiar face to flagship the entire series with, or franchise with, I should say. I guess it worked. I don't know if it worked because of Spyro, but it worked. Oopsie. He almost slapped me. He almost gave me a matador slap. A matador slap on the face. But we're not gonna have any of that. No, we aren't. We did get all the gems. We got all the gems at this level. I think I can open up a book. Your curds and your spuds.
Did you see a
or your
man
cruds and your
dressed in blue
spuds.
running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run!
I'm getting a little winded. I love that guy. He's probably my favorite. Literally probably my favorite dragon of all of these. I'm getting a little winded. Basically, he was just telling us to go grab the egg thief. We already did that because I knew where he was and I did that already. But if you weren't familiar with how to get to that area, it's kind of a secret area because you have to hover to it, kind of in a special way. You jump up here and you have to go around that side. So if you missed it, that dragon, I almost said dinosaur, that dragon's supposed to just kind of be like, yeah, you missed a thing, don't miss the things. This level, town square, yeah, I got the egg in it, 200 out of 200, 4 out of 4, we got everything from the town square, so we can head on back. That was the entire level. We can hit select and we can look at what we've missed, which is what I was explaining earlier. This is one of the games, if you want to try to complete it, get all the things, this is actually one of the easier games to complete because it actually gives you all the information you need to do it, whether it doesn't hide it from you. Spyro was pretty revolutionary for its time considering it has full voice acting. Yeah, really impressive for every single dragon, not text. It was pretty cool actually. Sorry I'm lurking on most of these, like working on some client stuff this week. No problem, right gamers? Hey, lurk all you want. I do not judge against lurkers so long as you're not the type of lurker like in Jak and Daxter 1. But if you're like the lurker, the friendly lurker from Jak and Daxter 2, that's cool. Totally cool. Be the friendly lurker. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm just gassing. Activision owns him, so take that as you will. Activision owns Spyro? Really? I didn't know that. Well, yeah, I guess so. Cause who used to own him? It was it Insomniac? I wasn't paying attention to the opening credits. I think was it Insomniac that owned Spyro first? Cause they went under, right? They don't exist anymore. I don't think. I wasn't paying attention to the opening credits, so I honestly don't. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. I probably have. I've probably completely forgotten it. That was amazing. I am definitely going to collect as many of these little pearls or crystals. I actually never learned what they're supposed to be called. I'm going to call them probably crystals. Collect as many of those as I possibly can so I can get as many lives as I possibly can. Because I know for a fact there's the level with the boss of this artisan world. He's not that hard, but I do have a tendency to fail miserably on hopefully you won't ever get to see it, but I do have a tendency to fail miserably on really dumb stuff, so we'll see if we do that today or not. Let's go to Stone Hill. Stone Hill's another Well, they're all classic opening levels, honestly. I don't know what I'm talking about. You should play the new Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and stream it on your PS5. PS4. Okay, you did correct yourself. I'll say, I wish I could stream it on my PS5. The problem with that, there's a couple problems. I wouldn't mind it, if not for a couple things. One, I don't actually own the game yet, and I haven't decided that I want to actually slap the $30 down. It's like, what, $30 or $40, something like that? I haven't decided that I want to do that yet, so no promises from me on that yet. No promises on me. Well, actually, you know, I was gonna say the other reason, the reason I usually give is that I'm really nervous about playing games that look, you know, games that play in 1080p. Oopsie, I almost said 1920p because that's the first number. It's 1920 by 1080. Anyway, I'm always leery about playing anything in 720p or higher because I can only stream in 480. So if I stream at anything higher than 480, it will get compressed, and I'm afraid that'll look super jank. I could try it once, though. I could play a game and try it once and see what it looks like, see what you guys think, and then you can let me know. It's much easier to play these retro games because they're already in 480p. That's what they're just natively done in. But maybe we'll try, I don't have Insane Trilogy, but maybe we'll try a higher graphical fidelity game and see how it goes over. Maybe we'll do that in the future. Insomniac is very much still around. They're making the Spider-Man PS4 game. Oh, are they really? Who am I thinking of? I'm probably thinking of someone else. There's somebody that made a classic game. I don't remember what it was. That isn't around anymore. Well, there's several people that aren't around anymore. I don't remember. But yeah, Insomniac. Insomniac kind of speaks to my soul a little bit because I feel like I am an Insomniac and I like video games. So I feel like I feel in touch with the development team. Oof. You'll probably notice I charge around a lot. I kind of charge everywhere I go. It's just a faster way of moving. I don't know if that's how everybody plays Spyro. That's definitely how I play Spyro. Have I missed any gems? I almost said coins. Did I miss any of the coins? Any of the Mario Jumpman coins? No, any of the gems? I don't think so. Gildas.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
That's a really interesting mechanic that actually changes in the future games. So in this game, when you are gliding, you can hit triangle to just drop down instantly, or you can hit X while gliding to do a little flutter. In future games, triangle flutters. So that actually gets really confusing eventually. But okay, maybe Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity on PS2, that would work. I actually don't own it, I would have to find it. Logan, welcome to the stream. We are playing Spyro. Twinsanity is such a tragic story on the development side of things. Is it really? I really don't know much about the development of Twinsanity. I really don't know much about the development of any Crash game other than the first one, because that was the only one I actually owned. By the way, I think I owned a different one as well. I keep mentioning them. I think my brother got one for his birthday. I still haven't talked to him about it. So I don't remember which one it was, and I don't know where it is. I looked around a little bit for it. I know we owned another Crash game. I don't know where it is. I know we used to. Maybe we lost it or something. I honestly don't remember, but the first one's clearly the one I remember. Clearly, it's the one I remember. It was the better game. Crash Bandicoot 1 was so classic. So classic. I loved all the Spyro original trilogy. Loved it so much. And it only gets better from here. The first game's amazing, the second game is extra amazing, and the third game's just brilliant. So, that's assuming, of course, that brilliant is on a higher scale from amazing. That's subjective and up to you, don't you worry. Okay, let's go get that egg thief, shall we? Gotcha. They're not hard. They're really not, but like some later ones are in tougher places, which makes them a little hard. It's easier to charge them down and then stop and flame them. I don't know if you can actually ever catch up to them just charging. I feel like you might be able to, but usually they make it pretty tough. They make it pretty tough to do that. I'm a little turned around. Have I checked the... Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm on the wrong side, okay. Oh yeah, that's the big thing I just walked around in. I need to get around to the other side on the right. Oh, almost fell. Almost did a little falling. A little falling. Not to worry though, I'm a dragon, there is no falling damage, ever. Not for Spyro, are you kidding me now? It'd be redonkulous. It would be though, it would be completely redonkulous. Also, I've been avoiding these pillars. If you don't know why, it's because there's a force field there. I've always been, like as a child, I was flabbergasted when I discovered this. I'm like, why is there a force field here? Like, what are they hiding? What could possibly be beyond there? What world is out there that they don't want me to see? For some reason, when I was a kid, I thought it was a massive conspiracy. Not that I knew what conspiracies were at the time. Carbizzle, you've got Twin Sanity. If you want me to lend it to you, we'll talk. We'll talk. Maybe I will. If you guys are that interested if you're that interested in seeing me play it, maybe you can loan it to me.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. Don't tell me a story.
See ya.
I mean, it's still an enjoyable game, but there was such a ridiculous amount of content cut from it. It just makes you wonder what could have been. I only have 2 Crash games, Crash 2 and Crash of the Titans on Xbox 360. I'm getting the general gist that you guys really enjoy Crash Bandicoot games. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. All right, there's a secret cave down here. In case you didn't know, there's a secret cave. It's really not that secret because the like whirlwind that brings you up from down here is kind of easy to see, but they don't make it clear that you can go down here. You just have to kind of jump off onto the beach and then you just kind of whirlwind back up here with this magical fairy dust or whatever this is. Oh gosh, spooky. You gave me a spook, you ram. He rammed me right into a spook, he did. Do I have 5 lives? For some reason I thought I had 6 earlier. Did I have 6 lives earlier? I haven't died. I've only died once, right? I don't know. I'm probably just making stuff up. What are we missing? Are we just missing some more gems? Oh yeah, I gotta go down here and do the chest because I got the key for it. Da 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 da. I used to love breaking through game walls with a game shark and finding secrets. There were really a lot of unused map chunks in these games back then. True that. Although that was never anything I ever did. I never really broke into a game with game sharks or anything. I just completely missed that craze or whatever. Like, it was ridiculous how much stuff I found in games like Perfect Dark. I never played Perfect Dark. But yeah, what interests me more than the unused content is that they left the unused content in. Granted, I mean...
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
I mean, like, the only data that they were saving onto your memory card was the save data, so like how much data they put on the disc itself really didn't matter. Unlike today, where if you buy a game on your PS4 or whatever, even if you have the disc, you still have to install the game onto the console. You didn't have to do that in these days, so it's not like they were really trying to save that much space on a disc, so I guess I see why they'd leave it in, but it just seems weird to me that they wouldn't clean it up and take that stuff out that they didn't use. I guess it's really cool that they didn't, and maybe they left it intentionally in so that maybe one day people would find and enjoy. I have no idea. I'm still missing gems. Am I forgetting a complete room? I might be. I might have missed an entire room. We'll see if we can find it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, I will look for the gems. We got all the gems in here. I thought we got them all from up top. I thought we did, maybe we didn't. Oh, is this a room? This goes to the exit. Maybe it's this room. I think I've completely missed a room. Here we go. Yep, I completely missed a room. I forgot about this room. I did. Okay. I was a little confused there. I'm like, how come I have so many gems still missing? Oh, boundary breaking was such a novel concept to me back in the day. I would always action replay in Pokemon Pearl and then just walk into the ocean and trees. The original Xbox is a great system with many great games. It's a very Rareware-esque game to me. Yeah, I didn't grow up with the Xbox, since I had a PlayStation first, because the PlayStation 1 came out long before the Xbox 360. I was kind of a PlayStation kid, as far as the console wars went. Screw Xbox, long live the PlayStation. Definitely pro PlayStation. So we never got an original Xbox.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble.
It seemed to me that back then, when Xbox came out, it targeted a more mature audience than the PlayStation did. Like, PlayStation had a lot more E and a few T's and very rare M's, whereas Halo had very few E's. That was rare, and then it felt like to me anyway. I don't know if that's true. And then a lot of T's and a lot of M's. As far as games went, I always felt like with Halo and different shooters and stuff on the Xbox, I always felt like Xbox went for a slightly more mature audience than PlayStation. So I think PlayStation, as a kid, made my parents more comfortable, and we already had a PlayStation 1, so a lot of the, I'm going the wrong way, because of course I am, a lot of the exclusives that, my brother and I were interested in were coming out on the PlayStation systems, as opposed to the Xbox systems. I can't even name Xbox exclusives. I don't even know what they are, other than Halo. I have no idea, because that was a huge one. You couldn't, even if you didn't have an Xbox, you'd heard of Halo. Golden Age Rareware, not that dumpster fire they are today. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Rare, really didn't play Rare games, didn't have Conquerors for a Day, did not have Banjo-Kazooie, did not have, I think there's another one that they were big for maybe, never played those. That's possible. In Zelda, you could access the old debug mode. I can see why it would happen, though. Even in my work, it's so easy to deploy a version 1, version 2 app and need to refactor, clean it later. Yeah. I have a modded PSP with Crash 3 on it. Oh. I always wanted to get a PSP, and then eventually, when the Vita came out, I wanted to get a Vita. But they just seemed so expensive to me at the time, which they're probably reasonably priced now, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what... Whoopsie, I did not do that jump right. I don't know really what to value them at. It just seemed to me like back in the day, I already had a Game Boy Advance, and all I ever wanted to play was like Pokemon Ruby. So I was like, I don't really need a PSP, right? I still wouldn't mind getting one, though. I really would not mind it. I feel like I would still... I own some PS Vita games on the PlayStation Network, because I'm a PlayStation Plus member, so I can play online and stuff, so I always collect the free games. I go online. Here's a little tip, here's a little trick if you guys don't know. If you have a PlayStation Network, if you have a PlayStation Prime, claim all your free games online. Sign in on the computer, because then you can claim all the free PS4, 3, and Vita games. If you do it from the PlayStation Network store on your console, it'll only let you claim the console ones. If you do it from the computer, you can claim all of them. Even if you don't plan on using them, they're free games, they're in your library. Like, I don't even have a Vita. If I ever get a Vita, I already own free games. So, pro tip, claim all that stuff on the computer. It's just free. I mean, free, you're paying for the Prime, obviously, but it's a great deal. I was given the PSP for free at a garage sale that was closing. That's awesome if you can find a PSP at a garage sale, because you can usually get everything cheap at a garage sale. OG Xbox was really ahead of its time. Xbox Live and hard drive and the console itself. HD, lots of interesting tidbits to me. Microsoft knew what they were doing back then, so the complete opposite of now. Yeah, Xbox really pushed, especially the network limit, like with Xbox Live and everything. PlayStation 2, when they were around, they could do online gaming, but it just was not a very pushed or supported thing. Not like Xbox. Xbox really pushed it. They pushed the grounds of networked play, and unfortunately, they were kind of a one-trick pony about that, right? Where they did that really well once, and then once PlayStation did eventually catch up, they didn't really have an edge on PlayStation anymore. Oops, I forgot. Well, I don't know why I try to charge him. I know I can't. You gotta flame these guys. They're too big to charge. You just bounce off their giant bellies. And you get smacked by their club, man. I remember the old PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Was it Xbox 360? I don't remember now. I don't remember the Xbox consoles. But the whole like, Xbox is better because of this and that. And it's like, that's not even true. And I don't know. Anyway, I used to be a little deeper in the console wars than I am now. Now I don't really care.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
What was the name of this world? Dark Hollow, yes. I like Dark Hollow. Dark Hollow always felt really chill. This was something that was newer. There was something special about Spyro where it felt like it was all one I mean, it's not. And as a kid, though, I felt like it was one contiguous world. And the fact that it was like nighttime, and I was like, oh, it's like a day-night cycle. You know, before day-night cycles were really a thing. You know, like live. I was like, oh, this is cool. It feels like I'm progressing throughout the day or something. I don't know why I felt that way specifically about Spyro, but there's just something about the atmosphere and exploration of Spyro that I felt was charming, unique, and special. Granted, that being said, my exposure to games was limited because I had not been alive for very long. So take that as you will. The nostalgia factor is kicking in.
Psst, Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
What do we got here? And it was the same with my N64. It was like 10 bucks with Donkey Kong 64 at Goodwill. That's a good deal. I still want to set up a huge Halo 2 LAN party. Yeah, if you can still find people to do that with. Just big old bricks of Xboxes and TVs sitting around, I would play Kermit, but I only have Halo 1. Never had a Halo game. For the longest time, I'd never even played Halo until a friend had one of the newer ones, Halo 4 or something. I don't even know how many there are. Had one of the newer ones, and we were playing some multiplayer on that. Like, it had a split screen or whatever. So we did that. I was utterly confused about what I was doing. For some reason, the Halo control scheme did not seem natural to me. I think it was just my inner PlayStation fanboy trying to like physically reject the action of playing Halo. I think everything inside me was like, how dare you play Halo, you traitor. Don't worry, I got over it. Oh man, the camera is killing me. I want to, oops, I hit the wrong button. Ah! Okay, hang on. I hit X to fall instead of triangle because I am still used to the second and third. I don't even need a glide. I don't know why I bothered, but I'm still used to the second and third game where you hit triangle to flutter, and that's messing with my brain slightly. Not a big deal, not even close to a big deal, but it is really weird that they decided to change that specific control in the future games. Because it seems like so arbitrary. On guard! Blech. When they put their shields down, you can actually flame them, but when their shields are up, if you try to flame them, they just deflect it with their shield, and just nothing happens. This guy can't block your flame with his shield because his shield is wood. This amazed me. This amazed me as a kid. I'm like, I can light fires. Look at that. That is beautiful. Believe me, I thought this game was gorgeous when it came out. I don't know what you guys think of it now. I don't know what you guys thought of it then. I thought this game was gorgeous. And for the time, I think it actually was, so there you go. I'm just gonna sit here and just compliment the game for like 2 hours straight. That's what's gonna happen. Because the nostalgia factor is definitely in full effect. I think there's 5, but the first 3 are the only ones I ever cared about. Talking about Halo again. To be honest, most of my older consoles were given to me or really cheap. There's a lot more Halo than 5. There were only like 5 numbered ones though, weren't there? Because I think there were some spin-off ones. Yeah, well, mainline Halo games. Yeah, I think there were 5 numbered ones and then a couple. I don't know if spin-off's the right word, but not numbered, basically. I think. Yeah. The only reason I know that is because I feel like when I grew up on the PlayStation, a lot of other people had Xboxes, and I'm like, well, I've got a PlayStation. So I don't know what you're talking about. If you're not talking about Spyro, then I don't care what you're talking about. It's no big deal to me. How are we doing? I think we've collected everything so far. I don't think I've missed anything. Ooh, there's a guy behind him. There's a guy behind him. He birthed a little guy.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
So that's another example of a hilarious placement of the tutorial. So he explains to you that you can't charge the big guys, you have to flame them. He explains that to you. Here's the problem with that tutorial. That's the exit. We've gone through the entire level and he just now tells you, oh, by the way, you can't charge the big guys, you have to flame them. Well, duh, we've had to figure that out already. We've played through the entire level. To me, it's hilarious. It's actually really, I hate to say it's bad design, but if there is supposed to be a tutorial, that's just bad design. You have the entire tutorial after you're forced to figure it out. Anyway, that's the one gripe. One gripe. I think it's hilarious, though. Hashtag PS4 Life. That's right. Hashtag PS4 Life. You should do a Draw My Life, Mo. Oh my gosh. I can't believe. Kyle. No. Kyle. Kyle, my man. Someone did it. You're the first. I will remember this forever. Someone actually asked me to do a Draw My Life. I'm gonna have to write this. I'm writing this day down. I'm writing this day down on a sticky note. This is the day someone asked me to do a Draw My Life. On this day, what is this? 13th of December, the 2017th year of our Lord, Kyle, I don't want to misspell your name, Kyle Treylor, Kyle Trey, I don't want to misspell it, 3 asked me to do a Draw My Life. Milestone accomplished. That's off the bucket list now. I will remember this day forever. Bucket life accomplished. You just made my day. Anyway, I can't draw, so that might be extremely interesting. I don't know. There's not a lot to my life. I've not done, well, I say I've not done a lot of interesting things. I'm pretty good at making myself sound interesting to complete strangers, so maybe I'll just do that. I'll do it in an exaggerated, here's my life, it's so boring. By the way, here's all the cool things I've done. Draw My Life is really interesting because I feel like a lot of people that I've seen do it on YouTube, gosh, the Draw My Life was so popular, and it feels like a million years ago. But it's like, my life's barely begun. It feels like it's barely begun, and it's just like, what would I even put in it? What would be important? What would I want to say? Here's the balloon guy. Wow, I see you have been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. If you, you may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. Are you ready to go? No, I'm not ready. I'm gonna stay here. I haven't done everything yet. You have to beat enough worlds, I think, to unlock the path forward. I think it's worlds. I don't think it's gems. I don't honestly remember. I usually do everything before I move on, so I'm not entirely sure. My camera's, what is that? Oh, that's the hands emoji. Sorry, from here it looked like a house. I cannot see, I'm blind. I would love to hear about your backstory and childhood, as it sounds pretty cool. Maybe I'd have to write a script and decide what I actually want to put in it. I would have to do that, because if I didn't write a script, it would be chaos. I wouldn't know what to say. I can't draw, so if I ever do it, feel free to judge me harshly for my drawing skills. And comment hate, like, oh my god, learn how to draw, frickin' scrub. I used to draw, what I used to love drawing are ice cream, like bowls, ice cream dishes, and tree houses. I used to draw epic tree houses.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
We learned how to draw like really intricate architecture-style tree houses in like the 5th grade or something. Who was our teacher? It was Mrs. I want to say Fox. I don't remember who our art teacher's name was, which is horrible. I loved her, but she taught us how to do like these architecture-style tree houses, and I loved doing them. And make really elaborate, cool, like sort of headquarters, like bases, and they'd have stuff in them, and like it was, I don't know. If I could ever find any of those old pictures, I would love to see them again, but I feel like they've been filed away out in the ether somewhere, or they've been destroyed. Who knows? But I love drawing ice cream cones. Not cones. I didn't draw ice cream cones, I drew ice cream bowls. That was very important. That was a very important distinction. These dogs, by the way, they take 2 hits. I don't think you can charge them. I don't remember now, but you can definitely flame them. And if you do it once, they go black because they've been charred, and then you have to do it again, and then you can actually defeat them. And you have to be kind of careful. Oh, that's exactly what I was about to say. I was going to say you have to be kind of careful because they can jump at you. I was hoping to be able to flame him the second time before he actually got to me, but I wasn't quick enough. It's weird because there's a slight cooldown. Like if I tap as fast as I can, I mean as fast as I need to, there's a little bit of a cooldown on the fire. You can't rapid fire it too much. So if you're not careful, that dog can actually jump up and then you miss your second fire and he gets you. He gets you right in the face. Was it Mrs. Kraft or something? It might have been Mrs. Kraft. Logan and I went to the same school, so maybe. Us youngins got shafted. All she ever had us do was cut colored paper into pieces. I remember that. I remember those projects. I don't remember what we did with those, but you should also do a game room tour. I would love to see your collectibles. Collectibles, you say? I've got some junk, but not much in the way of collectibles. I've got a tiny little oopsie. Oh yeah, you can't really charge them very easily because they jump over your head. I've got a ceramic hedgehog you can look at. I don't want to get jumped on by that dog. Don't you tread on me. Oh, there we go. Turning around is slightly awkward as a dragon because you have this elongated body and this tail in the way. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's a little awkward turning around. But this is the actual level that I'm surprised I didn't wake up that dog on the left. I'm actually gonna surprise me. Poopy. I don't know why I tried jumping, but this is the level I usually screw up on and die once or twice just because I'm an idiot. Uh-oh, I missed. I missed. Oh no, why? Oh no, why? And it's actually kind of tough because this level does not have much in the way of the little critters to give you. Okay, I told you I'd die once or twice. I always do that. Don't worry. We're just getting warmed up. For some reason, this particular level has always given me trouble with 1 or 2 lives. I actually Let's Played this for a little while with my brother. We didn't ever complete it because I'm really bad about finishing Let's Plays that I do with other people, which, like, I don't know. I'm just really bad about doing that because it's hard to put together the time and get the people together. It's just complicated. But anyway, when he and I were playing, oh, don't you dare knock me off. Oh, you butt-sucking, Cheeto-munching, meanie. I don't know. That was a really bad one. I'll be more clever next time. But we really struggled with this for no reason. We really struggled with this level. I'm gonna actually get rid of you first. I upset that dog on the right, which I somehow managed to hit with my fire. Bleh. Bleh, bleh. Oh, we got a life. You killed dog. Gain 1 life token. Oh, he actually dropped an entire life. I think that's a random rare drop when they actually drop an entire life for you. I don't think there's a set. Oh, wow. I said rare, and then we got 2 of them. Would you look at that? Were you ever into Pokemon? You were the one that fell into You're the one that fell into Cheetos there. You're right. It does look like Cheetos down there. Was I ever into Pokemon? I was. I was way into the original anime. Or cartoon, if you don't want to call it anime. We can discuss whether Pokemon's an anime another day, perhaps. But, I was way into that. I was way into... Honestly, I did play a lot of Pokemon Red version, but the game I spent the most time in was Pokemon Ruby Red. I spent a lot of time in Gen 1 and Gen 3. I spent some time in Gen 2, but for some reason Leaf Green and Fire Red just kind of completely missed the bus there. I couldn't explain to you why, but I spent a lot of time with Ruby version and some time with Emerald. So Gen 1, 2, and 3. After 3, you completely lose me. I don't understand anything after Gen 3. Like, if you named a Pokemon, a well-known Pokemon from, like, Gen 4 or something, I probably wouldn't have a clue what you're talking about. I don't know any of the, like, weird god Pokemon that exist now. It's way over my head. I played Pokemon Go for a little while, because that was a major craze. Because that was a major thing that everybody was doing. Yeah, I have Pokemon Blue on Game Boy. Oh, Blue? Come on, man. Hashtag Team Red. Where's my hashtag Team Reds at? I think there's a dog around here somewhere. There's a couple dogs. These guys. There we go. The trick to these guys is not to panic and to actually just kind of walk towards them. Because they jump forward, so if you're walking toward them, you end up behind them. Blah. 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 I'm gonna bark now. Bark! That's from a viral video. I didn't just bark randomly. I mean, it was random. It was pretty random, but in my brain, I was thinking about a viral video about a dog barking. Anyway, I don't remember what it was called. I would tell you what to look it up as, but I don't remember what it's called. It's an animated dog flying in like a plane or something. It's ridiculous. Pokemon just becomes infuriating once you get into competitive battling. Never did it competitively.
One of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Red for you, Red gamers. Yeah, hashtag Team Red, that's right. Hashtag that red life. I'm a fan of the color red, by the way, in case you don't know. But, yeah, I never got into competitive Pokemon. I didn't really get into competitive battling. We had the link cables to actually do battles, but I only ever really played with my brother. We only ever fought each other. And we both had similar philosophies on Pokemon combat, so it was always it was usually a pretty close fight, just depended on Pokemon types and stuff like that, you know, as you would expect. You're going down, Sheep Shepherd. What you think you is? What you think you is? You think you tough stuff? I remember the first time we found out that was a sheep underneath the robe, and it was just like, oh my god, it's a sheep. That's so crazy, man. He has a scythe and everything. That is one crazy sheep, bruh. I actually don't remember what we said. I don't, because I did not used to talk like that. That is for certain. I got you now. If you get too close, he actually does try to kick you. He does like a sweep kick with his stilts, but I jumped it because I'm a bouse. Like a bouse. Bam. I think that's everything. I think that's everything from this level. Have we gotten... Oh, did we miss 10 gems in Dark Hollow? Oh, we never went back with the key. Oh, we'll go back to Dark Hollow and get those 10 gems. It won't take long. I forgot to put the key in the safe. I'm an idiot. What do we got here? The Crash and Spyro collab game on GBA sucked, as it was all pixelated and had sloppy controls, plus it was really short. Oh, someone on a different stream, was it? I don't remember who it was. I think it was Logan. I thought someone told me they really liked it, so that's interesting. So that's mixed reviews on that one. Competitive battling pre-Gen 4 was an absolute nightmare. I believe it. I never did it, but I believe it. It's a good thing you didn't then, yeah. I played Red when it first came out on my black and white Game Boy, fun times. And the first Game Boy we actually didn't have an original Game Boy, and we actually didn't have a Game Boy Color. The first Game Boy we had was the Game Boy Advance. That's when I came into the Game Boy, and so I wasn't in the Game Boy scene for very long. I did the Advance, and then I got the Advance SP, which was beautiful because it had that backlight. Those of you that didn't have backlights don't understand how important a backlight is, because the Advance and before you had to have like those different dongles to like try to see what the heck was on the screen. Oh my gosh. Game Boy SP was amazing, by the way. Game Boy is green, not black and white, unless you had a Game Boy Pocket. I think that's probably what he means, is the one that wasn't, the one that didn't have color. Not a Game Boy Color, basically, right? Unless I'm completely mistaken on that, because like I say, I didn't really go into the Game Boy scene until Advance. We did have a what was it called? I always call it a Game Shark, but that's not what it was called. I just accidentally always call it that. There was another portable game by Sega, or portable console by Sega. I think it was Sega. Yeah. Oh, what was it called? I don't remember. I don't remember what the portable the portable thing from Sega was called. We had that for a while. That was a hand-me-down from one of our cousins. Our cousins didn't want it anymore, and we had it for a while, and I think we broke it or sold it, or I'm not entirely sure. We didn't have a lot of games for it. But, oh, I need to go get the key again. Darn it, where was the key? I think it was down here. He turned around. Oh, he turned around. He doesn't actually hurt you, though, when he does his belly. If he does his belly, he just pushes you back. They're pretty forgiving about that. But we had that for a while, which was super interesting. It was a really chubby handheld system. Yeah, and then there was an entire SP model with an even brighter screen. Yeah, right. I have a Game Boy Advance Micro. Didn't have that. Was it Game Gear for Sega? Yes, I had a Game Gear. That's what it was called. Game Gear or Nomad. Yeah, Game Gear. We had a Game Gear. I always forget what it's called because I always wanted to call it Game Shark. I don't know why. Probably because I'd heard of Game Shark before I had the actual. I've already forgotten what. Before I actually had the Game Gear. Probably why I did that. All right, we gotta grab this key. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Save. I'm so close to like walking off into the ooze. It looks like water, it's not. It's definitely ooze. If you fall in it, you ooze into it. It's just not water. I'm guessing they really didn't have good water physics at this point. I can't remember if there were any good water-based games out yet. And it doesn't count if the water physics was basically like you're just floating in air. I mean like actual water physics. I don't remember if that was a thing yet in PS1. It probably was. Because there were water physics-based games in the 2D scene, like on Nintendo 64, or not 60. Well, no, I'm completely confusing myself now. Anyway, doesn't matter. None of the water is safe in Spyro 1, is what I'm trying to get at. It all operates like a weird slimy ooze. There we go. That should be all the gems. There we go. I can't believe I forgot to come back to this. Oh well, it's okay. Oopsie. Oh, you turd. You turd muffin. Where's a frog? Give me a frog. Give me a frog. Give me a frog. There you go. Eat up, Sparks. Maximum health. Maximum vitality. God darn it. I wasn't trying to hit him. I was just trying to, like, charge by him. I was just gonna skip him. Is there another frog over here? Oh, well, we'll find another frog. It's no big deal. Game Gear was fun. Awesome. Game Gear was definitely a great handheld. It had colored graphics and a backlit screen. I want StarCraft live stream where? I don't know if I'm going to stream StarCraft live. Although I could try. You weren't here yet, Velharnan. Welcome back to the stream, by the way. I was just talking about how I'm wary to play a game that runs in any quality over 480p because I stream in 480p because of my internet limitations. So I'm wary to do anything higher than that because the stream would have to compress it down to 480, and I'm afraid that that would look awful. It works really well on PS1 because it's already meant for 480. Did I miss anything? No, I didn't miss anything, so we can move on. So I could try it, but I'm wary to do it. It also needed 6 AA batteries. Yes, it gobbled batteries like crazy. Yeah, and it drained them almost immediately. Yes, the Game Gear was a battery destroyer. Yeah, that was one of the major flaws, definitely. All right, let's go to the Peacekeeper's Realm. Definitely probably my favorite realm just because it's got... I really was into like military-based stuff. I liked sort of army-type games as a kid, like SOCOM and... Army Men, and there's another one that I'm completely forgetting even though I played a lot of it. Oh, it was Spec Ops, and I was really into those types of games as a kid. So this World Peacekeepers, ironically, is like kind of a weird war zone with like cannons and stuff, and I love the cannons. It's like, oh man, this is like crazy. It's like, that was just what I was into as a kid. I was also like,
welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
I was also like the type of kid that would wear camo everywhere if he had his, if I had a choice, which is hilarious because I hate camo now. You will not catch me wearing camo now, but I was all about it as a kid, which is just super weird. Army Men RTS. Yes, Army Men RTS was BAMF. What do you think is better, Crash or Spyro? Spyro. If you ask me what is better, Spyro or anything else, I will tell you Spyro. Every time. Don't you worry. Spyro is bad. I basically worship it. Now, that being said, the only Spyro I consider to be real Spyro is the original trilogy. Spyro the Dragon, Spyro Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. Those are the only 3 Spyros that mean anything to me. Any other Spyro is not a real Spyro to me. The crossover with Crash is just a crossover. It's just a crossover episode. Crossover episodes are never canon. Hashtag pun intended. This, I love this. Look at this. Look at what I can do. Look at this. I can move the cannon. Oh, we're gonna cannonball this guy. Watch this. Watch this. Yes! I loved this. I loved this so much. And then, of course, the weird remake of the Spyro series, not canon in my brain, and Skylanders Spyro, definitely not canon. That's my stance. Bet me on that? Bet you on what? I'm sorry, I don't remember what I was talking about. Spyro is better than... Yes, Kerbizzle, you nailed it. Exactly. Spyro was more open world, whereas Crash was more level based. Yeah, and that didn't... the open worldness didn't necessarily... is not necessarily the reason Spyro was better in my mind, but I think the level of wonder that Spyro could strike in me just happened to be at a greater level than Crash could. Because Crash was a great game. I loved Crash, by the way. So it's kind of a hard comparison for me, but I will always pick Spyro over Crash. And it probably helps too. Let's go to the Dry Canyon, shall we? It probably helps too that I played 3 Spyro games and only 1 Crash game. So I had a lot more development with it, so I do have a very clear bias towards Spyro. Kerper, I'm gonna disagree. Oh, about the Spyro sex. I feel like a lot of people would disagree, but you know, agree to disagree. That's a phrase that I feel like rubs me the wrong way sometimes. I agree to disagree. It's like, no, you can't disagree because you just said you agree. No, I'm just kidding. Are you shooting little musket balls at me? I'm like, what do you think you up to? Don't worry, I'll take care of him. I'm not even remotely threatened by your musket, buddy. I am not scared. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Come on, everybody, come take my hand. Or however that song goes. I probably screwed up the lyrics. Whee! You're throwing me off. You like hesitate for half an hour before you fire your musket, and I'm expecting it to be quick, and it's just not. I'm like jumping too soon. Not a problem. Because I can glide, so if I make a mistake in my jump, I just glide. It's okay. Everything's awesome. Oh, there he is. I knew you were around here somewhere. I knews it. I knews it. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna cut you off at the pass. Oh, got him. I almost missed. I almost whiffed. A really bad PS1 game is The Simpsons Wrestling. I didn't know they had a Simpsons Wrestling. I believe you. I'll believe you. Spyro was better. Hello, Anessa. Welcome to the stream. So glad you're here. We were playing Spyro the Dragon. Yesterday we finished playing Crash Bandicoot. We beat the original one. So I don't have the next Crash, but I do have Spyro, and I put a poll out on Twitter, and it sounded like people were really interested in watching Spyro. It like won the poll hands down. So we're playing Spyro. We're playing Spyro, and we probably will for the next several nights because it's not like a super long game, but it's long enough. So we should be able to get some good playtime out of it.
Thank you for releasing me.
I'm almost out of coffee. I'm almost out of cold coffee. It's not iced coffee. It's just coffee that was once hot and is now very cold. And then I'm gonna have to move on to, I do have water. I do have water. I would prefer to drink coffee. Or like a Pepsi, not Spawn. Obviously. Obviously, like I don't need to say not Spawn. No one sponsors, well, no like major, okay, I'd have to clarify. People have sponsored me playing their game, but not a product. If that makes sense. Anyway, I'm about to dig myself a hole. Oh, you vulture? You vulture? How dare you? How dare you strike me with your beak? I love that big guy. He literally just swings a vulture around and then tries to bash you with it. Don't worry, if I flame him fast enough, he can't swing fast enough. He talks a big game, but when it comes to putting up or shutting up, he shuts up. I tell you what. Ooh, we got some more. Ooh, got some stuff flying around. The Simpsons had a lot of bad games. My favorite game being Hit and Run, but Road Rage was pretty good, and so was the Simpsons game. I was gonna do a Let's Play of Hit and Run with a friend of mine, Alex, and we actually did some recording, but the series ended up falling through because we wanted to record the whole series before we released it because we knew my tendency to not finish Let's Plays that I do with other people, and like we were afraid would happen, it fell through and we didn't finish, so it never went up. We were working on starting a new channel together. Never happened. Might happen in the future. But Hit and Run, I never played when I was younger, but I played Road Rage. Oops, I looked away. I looked away. The chat distracted me. Oops, I missed. Are you gonna come at me, bro? Bro, you're gonna come at me? Is that what's gonna happen? Is that what's gonna happen? No, it's not. Flame on, dude. But Road Rage, I have a lot of fun playing Road Rage, especially the multiplayer mode. My brother and I would like tag with it. The idea was that you're supposed to compete to complete as many taxi missions as possible. I think there was like a limit or a time limit. You could do a like 10 clientele limit or a time limit. We always just did the clientele limit. Then we didn't actually play the game the way we were supposed to. We'd play tag. So whoever had the client, the customer in the car was it, and you had to try to get the other guy that didn't have it. We played it completely the wrong way, and we had so much fun playing it. I wouldn't mind streaming Road Rage sometime, actually. It is on the PlayStation 2, as we discovered yesterday. For some reason, I thought it was on the PlayStation 1. Because, sorry, I just choked on my own spittle. But, anyway, it's actually on the PS2, and I don't have the PS2 set up right now. Ooh, I just literally choked myself. I'm so sorry. I hope that didn't sound super weird on audio. God. Anyway, I gotta go up the staircase. I almost died. You guys almost witnessed my death live on camera. Oopsie. Did not mean to get hit there. I need to go find some jackrabbits or whatever the heck. I think there's rabbits or something. I need to go find some and get sparks back. I guess I'm just gonna keep moving forward and hope I don't get hit again. I am playing a little fast and loose and taking more hits than I probably should. What do we got here? Oh, you guys have been talking. Grab a beer at this time of night. I could. I've got some Michelob Ultra. Yay, I got a mention. And yes, I'm actually playing Attack of the Rhinox right now. Gotta love the original trilogy. I'm trying to play through the whole series. Yeah, of course I'll mention you, Anessa. If you say something in the comments, I will definitely mention you. I'm just so happy that you're here, frankly. I love it. I have not yet played the Simpsons game. Thanks, Anessa, for subscribing as well. I've got my chat set up to actually say something. I completely missed it on my screen, but yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. If you get it, the right gamers get it on the Xbox 360 as it's open world. Thanks, Beaner, for subscribing. Thanks so much for lurking in the stream there and subscribing. Road Rage was my first game to play ever. OMG, Road Rage was amazing, right, Anessa? We'll stream it sometime. I don't know when. Remind me, but we'll stream it sometime. It'll be amazing. We'll give Mr. Burns a bunch of grief. Maybe we'll stream the story mode. The story mode's actually pretty short, because I think, if I remember correctly, in the story mode, it's like 10 missions. It's like 10 missions, and if you fail at any one of them too many times, it just offers you to skip if you want. So if you're honestly having a miserable time, the game's kind of like, the core of the gameplay is actually the taxi, not the actual campaign, so we'll just let you skip if you want. Which, you know, not a bad philosophy. It's like, you're here to have fun. Oh, I got shot. I almost charged right off the cliff. That would have been embarrassing. I don't remember if I keep all the gems that I've picked up since I died. I think so. Yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't lose all my lives. So yeah, I keep all my gems. I got plenty of lives. I can afford to die a few times. No big deal. Not a big deal. If you could turn down that subscribe song though, it's ear. Oh, is it really loud? I have Road Rage in PS2 and Game Boy Advance. Is the subscribe thing super loud? I can definitely fix that. Hang on. I will do that. Thank you for telling me that. I thought I did a test, but you know. Give me just a second. We will turn that down. Oopsie. I think I just sent a test one by accident, which is not what I meant to click. So if it played again, I apologize. I apologize for the ear rape. All right, we'll turn that down to half its volume. Was it like super loud? I'll turn it way down. Okay, hopefully that's better. There we go. If we get if a new subscriber happens on this stream, you'll have to let me know if it's still too loud. You have to let me know. I'll probably do another test after this stream's over to try to check it myself. I thought it was okay, but I probably just had my own volume turned down really low and not the actual thing. That was probably my fault. So sorry if that was crazy loud. I do apologize. I did not mean to blast anyone's eardrums out. It's the first time I've ever had a feature like that. I don't like. I'm new to the streaming thing, so I'm kind of getting all the features figured out. So you know, bear with me on that. I've been streaming every night for the past few nights, and it's been really fun. Actually, you guys have been fantastic in the comments. And we've had a few people that pop in and out every now and again the last couple nights that weren't on for very long, but they've been from all over the place. We've had someone from like Russia, from like Australia. I mean, it's been great. I cannot believe the level of internationality I've been seeing pop in the stream just to say hi every now and again. That's been super cool. You guys have been awesome. I cannot stress that enough. Oh, don't get hit. I know there's another bird there. I don't want him to come flying at me. I don't remember what triggers those guys. Okay, he's coming after me. Ah, you poop. Yeah, poopy butthole from Rick and Morty. Anyway, that is such a terrible name, by the way. That's such a terrible name for a character, and I understand that that's the entire point, but... And I will never live that. I will just never forget that. That name. What an episode. What an episode of Rick and Morty. I tell you what. Go to like 25%. What do you prefer, Apple or Android?
That you, Spyro?
I prefer Android. I definitely prefer
I've been
Android.
hearing so much about. Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known.
You've known?
I forget.
I actually went ahead and turned it down, the volume down a little bit more even, because you said turn it down to like 25%, so I turned it down even more. So it should be pretty quiet now. I'll have to check that again myself after stream and see if I can figure out how loud it actually is. But yeah, I prefer Android. I actually hate Apple. I hate Macs. I hate iPhones. They confuse me. I don't know how to use them, and I hate using them. They drive me insane. Funny story. I don't actually have a lot of experience with iPhones specifically, but my experience with Macs have been horrible because I didn't know how to get on the internet because I had no idea what the heck Safari was. I was just like, how do I get to like Firefox? You can't. So I had no idea how to get on the internet. Once I was on the internet, I had to get someone to help me get on the internet. I felt like an old man. And I'm like, what the heck's Safari? So once I was on the internet, I did what I wanted to do, and then I'm like, how do I get out? There's no X in the corner. I had no idea how to close the freaking window. And then I had to go ask somebody, and they're like, oh, you just hit the little red, like, dot or whatever. I'm like, well, why? I don't know. It just seems so unintuitive to me. I could talk about the Mac operating system, which I think is just not user-friendly if you're doing anything on it. I could be wrong about that. I don't like the operating system. I think it's very restrictive. But as far as Android goes, see, Android's made by Google. So to me, it's just very much, it's fireworks, by the way. We'll try to look at, oh, the camera's stuck. It already exploded. I was trying to turn around so you could watch it explode. My camera got stuck. Anyway, I don't mean to go on a rant about iPhone, but I did not get high enough. We will try that again. Come on, get higher. Loosen your lips. Faith and desire at the swing of your hips. Pull me down hard and drown me in love. I think those are the lyrics to that song. Feel free to feel free to call me the best cover singer ever of that song. Yay! See? Little firework explosion. I think I can get over there from here. I think so. I think that's a thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, what's up? There we go. I don't have the key yet. I'll actually have to come back to here to get that safe, but we will go ahead and get the rest of this stuff while we're here. You sound so like me when I play games. Poopy butthole, haha. I know, right? So I'm either super classy and intelligent, or like completely dumb, and I'm like, you poopy butthole, I hate you. So like I slowly devolve. I think I talked about this on a previous stream. I was like, when I play video games, I devolve into like my childhood self, where I'm just like, my best ideas of insults are poop and like fatty, and which is something I try not to do anymore. Like when I was a kid, my like the worst insult I could possibly come up with was basically fat shaming, which is horrible, but which is a horrible thing to do. But that was like the worst thing I thought you could call someone, so that's what I used when I was really upset with somebody, which to me, it's actually kind of funny to look back on now. So like if I'm playing a video game and that vulture hits me and I get mad at the vulture, I would be like, you fat vulture. That would be my idea of an insult. I don't do that anymore, but that's... Oh, God, wow. You came in... You fat vulture! But that is what I used to do. That's a little piece of Mo history. Now you know. The more you know, and knowing's half the battle and such. How did I miss that? God. This level is super complicated for what it is. It's not actually super long, but...
Tri-Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
Hate Apple, be right back, pulling Patreon support. If that was the final line that I needed to cross for you to pull your Patreon support, you know, I can't even defend myself, because I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna change my mind about Apple. Have you ever speed-runned? Speed-runned? Would it be speed-ran? Would you say speedrun? I've never heard anyone say it, like, in past tense. I've never heard it said before. I'd like to speedrun Super Mario 64, but my best time is like 29 minutes. No, I don't speedrun. I'm a super slow player. I love taking my time, and I've never really tried to speedrun anything before. Yeah, not really. Every now and again, like, if I know a level really well, I might try to speed through a level, but I won't ever time myself. It's not something I've ever really pushed myself to do. Someone mentioned that yesterday when we were streaming the Crash, that they wouldn't mind watching me speed run. It might have been you, Kyle. I don't remember who asked me. But someone asked if I'd like to speed run Crash Bandicoot, and I've never given that much thought. But maybe for a different stream, maybe we'll try to speed run it in under 2 hours. I have no idea how long it would take me to beat it if I actually had some real practice. I don't know. I've just never given that a lot of thought. But no, there's no game I've ever actually tried to speedrun. None. I'm just a slow player. I just take my time. Whee! Oh, you what? Oh, he killed me. I didn't have a Sparks. Yeah, now we say grown-up things like you poopy vulture, right? We went from you fat vulture to you poopy vulture. We've grown up so far. Kyle, he'll play a Civ game for like 10 hours in a row. Makes you want to die. I know. I play the long game in Civ. I make the online quick speed look like marathon speed. So you get to enjoy that. I like to think through everything. Sometimes I just like to stop and just do nothing for a hot second. Oh, I've already been here. I'm still missing. Oh, did I get the key, by the way? Did I ever find the key? And I gotta go open that safe. Oh, I gotta get up there. The key's up there. Hang on. How do we get there? I think do I just fly from here? Ugh! I think I need to jump onto... I don't remember. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. I can't remember, but we'll figure it out. Whee! You jerk. You fat poopy jerk. No, I'm just kidding. I won't keep doing that. That's so... that's like so lowbrow. Lol, but never finish the game, right? That's true. There are so many unfinished Civ games I've started. Same, it's good to find people who actually like to enjoy a game. Yeah, and I don't want to say like speedrunners don't enjoy games. I feel like the people that speedrun have to really love a game a lot to actually like go through the trouble of practicing it that much to get that good at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't actually remember how to get over there, because I'm pretty sure I can't make it from here. Hang on, do I have to get to... Do I have to... No, that's too far. I was wondering if I had to get to that point and fly over there. I wonder if... I need to get to... hang on. I just don't remember. Do I need to get... It's not something I have to fly to from over here, is it? I don't think it is. I just don't remember. Hang on, let me get up here and see if I can figure this out. I might have to fly. Come fly away with me. Ah, here we go. This is how I do it. I thought it was something weird and I couldn't remember. I got it. I knew I'd done it before. I just couldn't remember. There are so many unfinished Civ games. I'm a professional Tetris speedrunner.
Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled with a pinch of salt.
I don't think you can speedrun Tetris. I don't think that's how it works. Maybe it is. Go back to the last dragon you freed. True, didn't see it that way. Oh, you were trying to help me. Yes, fly around to the left. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Bee. Thank you, Bean. Yeah, we figured it out eventually. So now I've got the key, so now I have to actually let me go ahead and save here. Just because I want to. Maybe I already did, I don't remember. Now we've got the key, so I have to get back to the safe, which was over... oh, I have to go up there again. Trying to remember the level. I've only played this like 1,000 times. I really should know this like the back of my hand, but apparently I don't know the back of my hand very well, so... It has been a while though. It has been a while since I played this. Once we get to the later levels, you'll probably notice that I don't remember a lot about the later levels. Oh yeah, we have to get up there. Did I not go up there? I probably had to fly to it and I just forgot to. I'm sure I saw it. Yeah, I guess I just forgot to go over there. I thought I did this. Must not have. Oh. Told you. I told you it's like goop. Blah. Try this again and not screw up. Do a little flutter. Oh, what the frick? Okay, I'm gonna get salty. I can taste the salt rising to my lips right now. Like, I can taste the salt. I tell you what, let's go get this safe now, and then we'll try to get that thing. Because I'm completely screwing that up somehow. Like, I feel like I'm floating off of it. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm clicking or doing to do that wrong. It's super bizarre. All right, there's the save. I don't have sparks, so I have to actually touch the gems. When you have sparks, he'll actually jump out and grab the gems a little bit for you, so I don't have to be right on top of it. There you go. Yeah, you're supposed to call them ugly vultures, man, right? I have to evolve my game. I'm kind of the king of vulgar and insensitive insults. I could give you a name for those vultures. I try not to be too vulgar. I try to actually be pretty, like, family friendly is such a, like, charged word on YouTube, but I try to not be overly vulgar. You can call that family friendly if you want, but what I discovered on YouTube a long time ago is that I used to like be pretty unrestricted in like insults and swearing and that sort of thing, and I just found out that like after editing my commentary with that style for so long, I was just kind of grossed out by my own language. So I've really mostly tried to tone down my level of vulgarity on YouTube, because I decided I didn't really care for the content I was making, the commentary I was making, and I'm like, if I'm the one that has to edit all these, I don't want to be listening to myself talk like this. So you can call that family friendly, you can call that censorship, you can call that whatever you want, but I try not to be too vulgar, I mean, obviously anybody can enjoy the word poop. I think everybody can enjoy some basic childlike vulgarity, but nothing like serious, nothing like rated R. What do we got? This music is so good. I can definitely see why people love this game. Yeah, no, the music on Spyro was definitely pretty bomb. I feel like it didn't have anything that was super, like, if you heard it somewhere else, you'd be like, oh, that's definitely Spyro. It wasn't anything super memorable, but it was really good, which is really weird. That it sort of had that juxtaposition of being somewhere where it's good music, but not like super memorable. I hope that makes sense, and maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's how I felt about it. It didn't feel like it was really iconic, even though it was really good. What do we got here? The game dictates he calls them ugly. I speak like a sailor, yes you do. Which is totally fine, like in private, but like on camera, it's like, I'm not gonna be that vulgar. It's just gross. In person, I'm a little less sensitive. I will admit that. In person, I can be a little. He mooned me. I should have left a couple of them alive just so that I could show you them mooning. They'll actually try to taunt you. They'll take down their pants, and that's like their butt. It's just a yellow square with a black line up and down, and that's their butt. Beautiful. Graphics were insanely good. I'm gonna go inside here. Clifftown, let's go to Clifftown. Clifftown is super weird. It's got some ladies with these giant cauldrons making like potions or something. I think that's this level, if I remember that correctly. Oh, this is my last sip of coffee. Oh, is this guy gonna attack me immediately? Am I safe? Yeah, I'm safe. Oh, that's it for the coffee. That's it for the coffee at 12:30 in the morning. Being 12, I can definitely look up to you, Mo. Yep, model citizen, role model extraordinaire. Yeah, you call me all sorts of naughty things. Oh, Kerbizzle. You keep our pillow talk to ourselves, shall we? But yeah, no, I try to be, I don't know. It's one of those things where when I was younger, it was definitely the cool thing to do, to speak vulgarly? Is vulgarly a word? It's a word now. It sounds like an excellent word. It's the cool thing to swear, you know, to rebel a little bit because it's impolite, it's rude, and it's cool to swear, right? And I fell hard into it to the point where certain words were very natural in my speech. But as I've gotten older and as I've done YouTube's what really brought me to be aware of my speech, and I learned that, like, it's too much. It's too much. So I've tried to calm it down. And that's all my opinion. I haven't done that for anyone else other than me. Yeah, I was like, this isn't the type of things I want to be saying, and I changed. I decided to change it. It just wasn't necessary. Even now, even a lot of really big YouTubers, you know, your Markipliers, Jacksepticeye's, Game Grumps, PewDiePie's, all the big ones. Even now, sometimes I'll watch them play a thing, and I'll be like, you know, did you have to say that? Like, is that a bit much? And I'm not trying to, like, you know, criticize too harshly or whatever, but even now I'm just like, is it too much? I'm becoming an old man. That's what's happening. I'm becoming a grandpa. I'm becoming an old man where I'm like, swearing's bad, you shouldn't do it. It's not that, like, I'm anti-swearing, it's just that sometimes I feel like the situation needs to necessitate it. The situation needs to be appropriate for it, and I feel like so often people use it flippantly. I don't know. I'm just gassing. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling at this point. Oh, there's an egg dude. I forgot there's an egg dude in this level. There's an egg dude here? Does he go up the stairs? He might. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, egg thief? Where'd you go, Eggman? I said Eggman. It's Dr. Robotnik. Confirmed.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Alright, I feel like the homeworlds have super memorable themes, but some of the levels definitely blended together. Yeah, I think you're right about that. The homeworlds definitely were a sort of unique sound. Logan's laughing at me with a big ha, probably laughing because he knows how badly I swear, even today, in private. But in private, no, there's no camera on me, and I'm not editing, and I don't have to hear myself. So, it's 2:30 a.m. where you're at, Anessa. Yeah, it's 12:30 a.m. where I'm at. We'll probably stream for another half hour. We usually go from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. my time. We do about a 2-hour stream. So edgy, I accidentally cut myself on purpose. Alright, Kerbizzle. Alright, be careful. Be safe. Be safe. Excuse me. Use your safety scissors, remember. Kerbizzle, how's that Green Day track on MySpace? Oh my god, MySpace. Putting music tracks up on your MySpace was the bomb. I didn't have a lot of friends on MySpace because I usually used MySpace just for the music and like playing weird MySpace games. Like, what was the one that I played a lot of? What was it, like Thing? Like I think it was a Flash game. I played a lot of Thing and Thing 2. There was a few of them. It was like a shoot 'em up type thing. I did not use MySpace to actually connect with people. That was not what I did. And then when I got Facebook, that consumed my life for a short period of time in high school. I am just old enough to remember MySpace. I actually got into the MySpace game really late. Most people were already making the jump to Facebook, I think. But I got MySpace anyway, and then I think I still have it, unless it got deleted. I never deleted it, so if it's out there, it's out there. If it's down, then I don't know. Oh, how did I miss? How did I miss? I missed you. I said, Eggman, why you running from me? I said, Eggman. Do you have to pee? I said, Eggman. Got another egg. I love bananas, coconuts, and grapes. I also like bananas. I've never had an actual coconut. I've had coconut on things, like coconut donuts and stuff. Coconut's pretty good. And grapes, I like grapes as well. Strawberries are my favorite berry/fruit. Strawberries are technically fruit, not a berry, I guess. But, you know, whatever it is, strawberries are my fave. Strawberries are amazing. I love them so much. I need to go through and get that firework. Can I get up here? Oh, I think I need to. Oh, I just need to go up there. I'm an idiot. I know how to get to that. I know how to get to that stuff. I can't do it yet. I have to go through the freaking bridges and such. Valharnan, I part my hair with a disc of American Idiot every afternoon because the morning is too happy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, by the way, this is the pot of stuff that they're working on. I don't remember if I can drown in it or not. I assume not, but I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm not gonna jump in there and then accidentally get myself cooked. I don't know what they're cooking. I always assumed it was like some kind of gumbo that all these women are making for the entire village. Don't know if that's true, but I don't think you can prove me wrong. Yeah. That's the other thing that was really cool about Spyro, is it was just a really kind of chill game. Like, there's action, obviously, but it's just kind of like the sense of, like, it's just fun to play. It's not super urgent. Not until the end, actually. It gets a bit more urgent towards the end. I will say it does get a little more urgent. Do I have the key yet? I don't think so. Oh no, that's not the key. I have to actually hit that with fireworks, I think. All right, madam. Blah. Oh, she gave me a smack. She gave me a smack on the butt cheek. How dare you, madam? Naughty. You have been very naughty, madam.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Kyle, you have a strawberry bush in your garden? I'm jealous. I need to get a strawberry bush because strawberries are amazing. Your last experience with strawberries was watching the evil strawberry on Albino Black Sheep in 2004. I don't know what that is. Albino Black Sheep. The evil strawberry. I don't know what that is. You'll have to explain that to me one day. Or right now. Your call. Alright. I think this firework opens that safe. It spins around like crazy, and boom! Money, 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 money. Oh yeah, I forgot I can take this. This whirlwind isn't here until you get past this point, then it starts up for you. Which I think is really cool. It's a cool checkpoint system. It's forgiving. Alright, so what we need to do now is fly over to that. Can I get to that from here? I think I can. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I definitely could. Sometimes I can't tell how far I can actually glide. I also need to get up there, and I need to get up there. When you were like 5. OMG, I totally forgot about albino black sheep. I think I missed the albino black sheep thing. It's like Newgrounds. Okay. 6, thank you very much. Wait, how do you not know about albino black sheep? I just don't know. Well, if it was an internet thing, most of my early life, I had dial-up internet where I grew up, and we were only allowed to use the internet for research purposes, not for fun, so like for schoolwork. So if it was 2004, I would have still had dial-up. So if it was an internet thing, that's how I missed it. I didn't fall in love with the internet until 2009, when I actually officially had a wired connection and we didn't have to pay for every minute we were on the internet. So anything pre-2009 that was popular on the internet, I probably completely missed. You stupid vulture. Sitting so high on your pedestal like some sort of Greek god. Or Egyptian, I guess, because it's kind of deserty out here. Oh, he got it. God darn it. Your pedestals are too high. Oh, your posts. Your posts are too darn high. Alright. Where you at, bird? Where you at, bird? Bird. Bird is the word. Bird is the word. It was just as good as Homestar Runner? I don't know what that is either. WTF is albino black sheep? Yeah, I don't know either. Next, you're gonna say you didn't know about E-Bomb's World? I don't know what that is either. Albino black sheep is where Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny and the End of the World flashes came from. Don't know what any of those are, Velarnon. Oh, okay. And the End of Z-World. I must have completely missed that. It sounds like you guys know exactly what you're talking about, but I have no idea. Do I have homework tonight? Is that what I'm finding out? I'm gonna have to like look all this stuff up before I go to bed. Is that what is that what you guys are telling me? I have to look up. I'm gonna look up albino black sheep after the stream for sure. Albino black sheep, have you any wool? No sir, I almost fell.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
I already know about the whirlwind, you silly goose. Has anyone played the Mario 63, the Flash game? No, I don't know what that is. What blasphemy is this? I know, right? I'm speaking complete blasphemy. Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, I think you'd love. MagicMan, I'll have to look that up. Homestar Runner is where Trogdor the Burninator came from? Don't know who that is. Homestar Runner made me stop drugs. It is drugs. Oh gosh. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy. Alright, so there's a couple of rooftops I need to get to. Okay, I almost missed that. I hit triangle and it didn't go down. Or I think I hit triangle. If I hit something else, then that's gonna confuse me immensely. Alright, so we need to get to those. Can I actually jump to it from here? Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. It looked like I could, but sometimes I never know. Sometimes I don't know what I can and cannot do. We are still missing 35 gems? That doesn't seem right. Is there... Oh, I know where they're at. I'm pretty sure I know where they're at. If I'm wrong about this, I'm gonna look like an idiot, but I'm pretty sure you can get behind that building. It's a secret. It's a secret area. Yeah. There's a few secret areas like this in Spyro. Okay, no coin over there. I don't know why I keep saying coin. They're gems. There's the pink 25. I mentioned that earlier. Is that all of them? Am I still missing some? I'm missing 2. I'm missing 2 gems. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And I didn't miss any back here, I don't think. Yeah, no, they're not back here. I didn't know it either. Yeah, I don't know what that stuff is. I'm also old and have had internet for quite a long time. Yeah, I'm old, but just haven't had internet for nearly as long as a lot of people I know. A lot of people my age had internet long before me. So when I first discovered internet, I was like, Gloria, hallelujah, what is this? I don't know. My experience with the internet was just not everybody else's. I didn't miss any gems in between any of these buildings, did I? I think I went through here. Some of you guys floating around. I might have just missed them. I'll go back up to that area. I might have just missed them up here. Did I just miss them up here? So I checked everything at the exit, I think. Do I have a DS? I don't. The last Game Boy I had was the Game Boy Advance SP. I do not have a DS. I don't have a DSi. I don't have a 3DS. I don't have a 2DS. I don't have any of those. I do not. I thought about getting one a long time ago, kind of like how I also thought about getting a PSP or a PS Vita, and I just never did. I don't see any gems around the sides. Is there anything like down there? I don't remember that being a secret area. Maybe they're by the exit and I just missed. Maybe I just missed them. Maybe I didn't see them. Maybe they came out of the safe and fell down in that space on the ground. Oh, that might have happened. We'll go check the safe area again. They might have fallen out. That might have happened. Go over to hell. Thank you very much. We'll go between the buildings, but I'm pretty sure I checked all of this. Like, we're not necessarily going for a completionist run, but if I can, I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything I'm missing? No, nothing down here. You guys didn't see probably two straggling red gems anywhere, did you? Literally the same thing happened to me when I played Cliff Town last time. I 100%ed the game. Took me like 20 minutes to find those last 2 stinking gems. Yeah, really? Oh, did I see a sparkle over there? No? No, I guess not. It's not from one of the cauldron. Oh, the cauldron! Ah, there it is! There was a cauldron I didn't do. I thought I hit all the cauldrons, but I must not have hit that one. All right. That was convenient. The second I'm like, oh, did I hit the cauldron? Oh, it was this one. La la la. Silly me. La la la. That works out for me, though. Thanks. Oh, yeah, that's mine. I was about to read my own bot out loud. Oh, I'm going to make my bot, by the way. If you've been on the stream for a while, you've seen it commenting just the same thing over and over again. I'm going to have more comments, but I made that mostly as a test to see if it would work for the stream. It looks like it works, so I'll have it say more interesting things. Oh gosh, I was moving, you jerk. I'll have it say more interesting things in the next stream, but I was just testing it, so I didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't know if it would work, so I didn't want to make like a ton of them and then they not work. So we'll make some more interesting looking ones for the next one. Is your Santa costume hot inside? Here in Australia, we wear red singlets and thongs as our costumes. It is warm, but luckily my room is very cold, so I'm actually quite comfortable. I'm actually wearing gloves because my hands get cold. I cut these are just really cheap costume gloves, and I cut the fingers off so that I can like still type and stuff, because typing was really hard with the gloves. So I keep my hands warm. I'm wearing the hat. So yes, it keeps me very warm, but my room is very cold, so it kind of works pretty well. Actually, I'm not even wearing socks right now. Usually I'm wearing socks, but I decided my feet were too hot. Don't know if that's TMI or not, but in case you were wondering about the heat of my feet, they are doing just fine. Just in case you wanted that information. Thongs are flip-flops, by the way. Actually, yes, I knew that. I know that in Australia, thongs are not the, like, I don't know, lower half of a bikini. They are flip-flops. I actually did know that. The Harnan is threatening me privately. Kerbizzle, you're lying. Actually, you might be telling the truth. They know each other. BT dubs. Which I'm used to, but I need to play victim. You two play nice, okay? You play nice or you take it outside. I don't want to have to stop this car and turn it around. I'll turn this stream around, I tell you what. Just the entire stream starts playing in reverse live. That would be amazing. Look, he's terrified. He's so scared. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when I come for you? He's gonna moon me. Where were we? There's the balloon guy. We're not gonna talk to him because we haven't done all the levels. I don't know if I qualify to go to the next place or not. I'm not going to because, like I said, I haven't done all the levels, so duh. Is there anybody in here? Get the dragon, get the dragon. Oh, you want to be threatened?
Hi, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Logan knows. Hashtag socks half off. I actually have my socks all the way off this time, but Logan knows. Logan's got the inside scoop. I like to wear my socks half off so that my heel is outside the sock, but the rest of my foot is inside the sock. That is my preferred sock wearing style. Well, what's our time? We got like 14 minutes left in the stream. We can do Ice Cavern for sure. I don't bite unless I feel trapped. That's just what I like. Oh, you two, play nice. With the really random pillow talk. Alright. Grab the gems behind here. You think you can hide gems behind the entrance? Not even. Let's go grab this. And I think this is the level where I think I can actually glide all the way around this to an area. I don't remember. I'll come back to here if that's the case. I'm pretty sure it's that one though. There's a secret area, but we'll come back to it. I'm gonna go through it kind of normally and take care of all the enemies and all of this stuff so I don't miss anything, because it skips a lot of the level if you do that. And then I'd have to backtrack anyway, so I'm just gonna do this. You think you're gonna punch me, bruh? You big old purple Yeti monster, dude. You think you're gonna punch me in the face? I ain't gonna let that happen. Rescued Ulrich!
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
In Australia, Burger King is called Hungry Jack's? I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know that. That's really weird that they call themselves something different. That's interesting. Hungry Jack's. I wonder if, is the Burger King's name Jack? Is the King's name Jack? I want to believe. Getting a little dry. Getting a little dry up in here. Oh, that's some good water. Pure, fresh, clean water. This stream brought to you by water. Just water. Out of a tap. Because tap water is the way I roll. Well water. I grew up on well water, so you're gonna be pretty hard pressed to find water that I can't handle, because I've handled it all. Unless it like literally smells like asparagus, I'm alright. I definitely have never been. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of lives behind there. Oh yeah, are you talking about around the bend? Yeah, that's what I thought. I think it goes to that secret area with a bunch of lives. I'll come back to it, definitely. And McDonald's is primarily known as Macca's? Is that how you say that? Macca's or Macca's? That's weird. Is that like a slang for it, or is that what they actually, like, what the sign says on their store? Is that what their sign says, or is that just what you guys call it? I'm just curious. because that's super interesting to me. Blech. Give me your gems that you hold deep inside you. By the way, I don't... Oh, yeah, we watched the cutscene at the beginning, but in case you didn't see it, the reason gems come out of them in the first place is because in the story, Nasty Nork actually turns all the gems into monsters.
Psst. Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Oh my goodness. If I remember correctly, there was already a Burger King in Australia, and the guy who owned it wouldn't give them the rights to the name. Interesting. Mac as is how it's pronounced. Aussies just call it Mac as a slang. Hehe. Yeah, I wondered if it was a slang type thing. I totally understand. I do big a Mac. I like to go into McDonald's and then order a Whopper. No, I don't actually do that. It would be funny though. I order, well, we don't actually have a dollar menu anymore, but I used to just order strictly off the dollar menu. Just the cheap stuff, the value stuff, right? Like McChickens, the McDoubles. I'm a sucker for McChickens. I could eat McChickens. I could eat an unhealthy number of McChickens. Like more than you would probably reasonably expect my body size to be able to handle. You think you're gonna punch me, bro? Is that what you think is gonna happen? It's not gonna happen, bro. All right, let's go backwards a little bit and get all this junk over here. Because oopsie, we actually did a little, we glid? Is the past tense of glided? It doesn't sound, completely whiffed. Doesn't sound right, but obviously it probably is, because I don't think glid is a word. We should make glid a word. I glid over there. I glade over there.
Thank you for releasing me.
Maybe glowed? No, glowed is like Glowed or whatever. I don't know. Do you guys have $1 large Slurpees at 7-Eleven? I don't even know where the nearest 7-Eleven is. Yeah, I actually don't know if they still do the dollar thing. Maybe. Possible. I know Slurpees are still a thing. I don't know if they're still $1. I haven't been to a 7-Eleven. The last time I went to a 7-Eleven, we were traveling. I don't remember where we were traveling, but we were traveling. We don't have any 7-Elevens close by. Is this whole death or a secret area? I'm pretty sure it's death. I think it's death. I don't remember that one being a secret area. I think the lives thing is the only. All right, what's the? Oh, what's your deal? Oh yeah, I gotta push him off the edge. That's right, I remember that now. I remember that. I was super confused. I'm like, he's big, so I have to charge him. But he's wearing, I mean, he's big, so I have to fire him, but he's wearing armor, so I can't charge. Yeah, I was super confused. I forgot about him. I don't think there's a lot of enemies like that, but there's a few. Which is actually something else you can say about Spyro, is that enemy variety. There actually is a lot of enemy variety in every level. I was hoping I could get them both. Come on, Sparks. Help me out, Sparks. Come on, Sparks. I know you can. Really? You're not gonna grab that? I thought he could reach that. Do I have to headbutt this? Am I gonna screw around and get myself killed? There we go. I do have to headbutt it. Okay, there we go. I was perturbed there for a second. I've got a Casey's about half a mile away and an RX gas on the other side of town. I don't need no 7-Eleven. They're everywhere here in SoCal. Yeah, Casey's are way more prevalent around here. Charge, yeah, thank you. Thank you, I think I just thought of that probably right around when he texted me. There is a delay on my chat. Not that I put it in there, just because there's a delay in the stream or whatever. There's nothing I can do about that. Whee! Okay, I think 195, I think there's just 200 here. I think I have the key too. It's probably like 250 or something. There's gotta be a lot in this chest. Yeah, how many do we need 400 here? Is there 400 gems here? I think we're almost done with the level, aren't we? Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't remember no 400 gems. In fact, I'm slightly lost. Only slightly, though. Only slightly. I hear you, bats. I need to fire up some bats, actually. I'm kind of low on health. Is this... Am I going back to the beginning right now? If I'm going back to the beginning, that's okay, because I'll just go... I'll fly around and do that secret area I mentioned. There we go. We'll get Sparks to eat a couple butterflies first. Eat those butterflies, Sparks. Eat them. It will amuse me. It will please me. There we go. Just hop up here. And I'm pretty sure we just hug the wall. There we go. No gems up here, but like 3 lives. Which is important. I think, do you need to get all the life chests to actually 100% the game? I think you might. I think you might have to do that. Because they only spawn in the once. Like if I left this level and came back, I don't think the chests come back. So I think you have to get all of those to actually 100% the game. Don't quote me on that. I honestly don't remember. Because I remember the gems and the eggs, obviously. Bleh. I just love how threatening they look, but all I do is literally just walk up and just bleh. Just bleh. Don't get me wrong, I've been punched in the face. I have screwed it up before, but it's funny to me. Yeah, but do you have 2 Caseys? No, but will I? But I will in about a week and a half. That's hilarious. Remember to charge the other poles around the map. Oh my gosh, you're right. How many gems have I missed from poles? I think, yeah, you're right about that. I've not been looking out for them. I wonder how many I missed. We'll find out. I'll probably have to walk. Throw your snowball. Okay, there you go. I didn't know he was gonna wait that long in the snowball. I was waiting for him to throw it before I hit him. No, it doesn't matter whether you get them or not. Okay.
Thank you for releasing me.
Yeah, I felt like you did have to, but I couldn't remember if that was true or if I was making that up. Because it doesn't show up in your, like, journal. So yeah, okay, if I don't need to get them, that's all right. I mean, I still want them for the lives, obviously, but okay. It doesn't count for the completion, necessarily. My goodness. Oh, careful. I'm a little nervous. Oh yeah, this level kind of keeps going, doesn't it? Ow, how did he hurt me? I didn't even see him swing his massive fist. Oh well, there's a bat over here somewhere. Come here, bat. It's your day to die. Little small creature. Little snowshoe abomination. Alright, come here, you. Come here, you. I ain't got time for your nonsense. There we go. I mean, I've got plenty of time for your nonsense. I actually don't work in the morning, so I'm not in that big a hurry, but... There's a couple of poles. Hopefully that snowball guy doesn't snipe me from across the map. Hashtag hacks. Hashtag aimbot. Oh, I'm being attacked. It's an ambush. I'm being surrounded. It's alright, dude. I got this. It's under control, fam. It's all lit, bro. I only use those words ironically, by the way. Don't judge me too hard for that. I use those words ironically. Sometimes a little too often and a little too much, but I think they're funny in an ironic way. There we go. I can't believe there actually were 400 gems in here. I just kind of forgot how much of this level there was. There's this whole extra section, because you'll remember there was we could have exited by now. We got to the exit, and then there's this whole extra area.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
I've got to take the GRE on the 23rd, but then I have liters of German beer on the horizon. How old are you, Mo? I am ancient. That's right. I'm thousands of years old. I'm a 24-year-old man. I know. Can you believe it? I'm basically elderly. I'm basically on life support here. Gosh. I'm gonna have to look around for all those lampposts, because I'm pretty sure I've missed at least a couple. I'm hoping I haven't missed a couple, but it's quite possible. Alright, I think I need to jump back down here. I think there was one more path over by the exit that we haven't taken yet. Yeah, there's a couple of green ones over here. Actually, we're really close. We might have gotten them all. Fingers crossed. Come here, you. You're sniping. Sniper, no sniping. All right, what do we got? We got 396, there's another green, there's a red. There's 2 reds, that's all of them. Bingo, bango, bongo. I don't know where this path leads exactly. Where am I? Oh, I know where I'm at. I flew over here, and then I got slightly lost. So then I went back this way, and then I went all the way back to the beginning, I think. Yeah, I know where I'm at. Okay, cool. Only slightly lost. Yeah, all 5 dragons, 400. There's not an egg here. There is an egg back in the actual Peacekeeper's home world. So we'll have to make sure we get the egg thief there. That's the other thing about Spyro. It's kind of like a Nexus-style open world, right? Where, like, you have your home world, and then it serves as a sort of hub to other levels. But even in the Nexus, even in the home world, there's stuff to do. There's gems to get, there's enemies, there's egg thieves. They make sure that even the home world itself isn't boring, that there's stuff to do. It feels almost like a level by itself, but also just kind of not. 2010. Ha ha ha. If you're elderly, then I'm a mummy. Oh yeah, you guys, you might be a little older than me. It's amazing they let you out of the sarcophagus to watch a stream. You know, it's good for the ligaments. It's good for preserving the joints. Is getting out of the sarcophagus every now and again, right? Okay, what I'm gonna do now that I'm in the home world, I'm gonna save here. And it's 1 o'clock, so I think we're gonna end the stream now. Yep, and we've saved, so we'll pick up there next time. Oh man, I gotta stretch. Speaking of joints and ligaments, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Well, anyway, that's gonna do it for the stream, everybody. I had a blast. I hope you guys did too. And if you enjoyed the episode, do all the things: the liking, subscribing, do all the things. You know, the YouTube things. Do all the things. What do you guys do? I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next stream of MagicManMo. Bye. How do I stop streaming again? There it is. Bye.